So let's talk about the nuclear problems facing Japan. Dr. Ilham al-Qaradawi is a professor of nuclear physics at Qatar University, and please say she joins me now here in the studio. The Japanese government has said today that there is most likely partial meltdown in reactors 1 and 3. Now, how serious is that?
Well, the meltdown means that the heat has been so great that parts of the core of the reactor have started to melt or to be damaged by the heat. That does not necessarily mean it's becoming dangerous, because it depends on how this is going to be contained by the containment of the reactor.
If you can cool them down fast enough, you can rescue the situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be that the reactor core would be completely damaged, but there is no release of radioactivity, and that's the important part. That would be damage for the reactor, which would be very costly for the reactor. However, it would not affect people or human on the outside if it is contained. If the same situation of Chernobyl happened, when the reactor meltdown happened, it exploded and there
radioactive
was
material went
a cloud of radiation. This is the most dangerous situation.
But I mean, people are thinking of Chernobyl, obviously, when they look at what's happening at Fukushima. But Chernobyl was different, wasn't it? Because that was a design flaw and human error.
Exactly. Chernobyl is a much worse situation than this case. And in fact, despite the slight release of radiation, I think these reactors have proven to be very good reactors because they are quite old, and despite that they were able to manage this very high earthquake.
And the explosion, which took out the housing facilities, but didn't damage the inner chamber.
The internal containment. So it was contained quite well, and the damage so far has not been, in terms of the radiation contamination, has not been very pronounced.
People obviously worried about radiation that they have been exposed to, and the government said there was a spike above safety levels, and it is now declining. What damage could that cause?
That does not necessarily mean there has been a lot of radiation. It's above safety levels, and safety levels are usually set low. So they said it's 3 times as much, which is not a very high amount. Hopefully and they have already evacuated 20 kilometers, which is a huge area. So hopefully this will not really affect a lot of people. They are also monitoring people to see, as far as I heard, there was only a few cases monitored with contamination. So it is, until now, it has not been so serious, which shows that the nuclear industry has become safer and safer, and they do learn from accidents.
Very reassuring. Thank you very much indeed. Good to talk to you, Dr. Ilham al-Qaradawi there.